Okay, so here we are, ready to do the transcription process. Now, in this cell right here, we've got keywords that we're going to put in, but since we don't really have the topic of the conversation figured out yet, we're just going to wait on that. But, you know, we could start with just putting his name in. Just so, you know, those are kind of common things you'd probably want in keywording. The community, Earth Haven, Eco Village. The location, Black Mountain. I'm going to put the whole word in. North Carolina. Whole words help for keywording. And we know it's a young man. And you know it's about Cobb building pretty much because he's in a Cobb house. So let's leave it at that. And we'll start working on the transcription. And for smart, we'll go back and once we've heard the interview, kind of try to sum up some of the main ideas of the interview in here. For example, with this interview up here, I put in peak oil, sustainability expert. He's a celebrity, eco-celebrity. He talks about hope, energy resource depletion, how he's a communitarian, facile hope, optimism, relationship to self and environment, localization, resilience, and it was in Sebastopol, California. So those are great, you know, keywords just so that when we're searching through the footage for ideas that we might want to include in the movie, we can pop up this actual interview. So let's go for the Final Cut Pro interview, and here we are. We started with his name here, and this was a kind of just a banter clip, and this was just a real quick one, me messing around with the settings on the camera or something, and then this is the actual chunk. So we're gonna start right here. Clip number 49. So I have to go back in and change the clip number now because actually I'm not going to record anything about clip number 46. So we're just going to go clip 49. Make sure that we do the time code properly. So this is a 3-minute clip. Just copy and paste the time code in. Alright, great. Now I'm going to go over here into our transcription and I'm going to bump up the size because I like to be able to see as big as possible on the screen, and it'll probably be easier for you as the viewees of this video to be able to see. So where are we? We're right here. There we go. Here we go. All right, perfect. This
house is made using this is all the.
All right. Copy that time code. Okay, I'm gonna go back. I forgot to copy the time code. For the beginning of the clip, and then I always type in the person's initials who's talking, so it'll be MC for Manny Creighton. Actually, for Manny and I just use M and R, and then everybody else I use their full initials.
This house is made using this is all the.
That's because Manny and I are always talking, so it's easier just to keep it short. So she wrote, this house is made of dit. Just double check that was right.
This house is made using this is all the.
Alright, didn't get that right. Made using
natural elements.
Okay.
Oh, she said something I missed here. Let me go back and grab that.
All the natural elements.
Okay, so this has.
I'm gonna start it over again.
Is made using this is all the natural elements.
Okay. So
all the natural building methods. I think that's what she said. And then, all right there is, I'm going to copy that. That's where she stopped, and he starts talking. So cool. You can actually press a hard return in numbers. To set up your numbers to be able to do that, you have to go into the inspector. And then there's all these little, you know, categories of things you can change. There's another it's return key moves to next cell, and you want to unclick that one. Okay, so return key moves to next cell is annoying because you can't make a new hard return in a cell, so you want to unclick that. There you go. All right, so here we go. So this guy's name is Steve Brodmerkel, so we're going to actually use his initials as SB for this interview. So I gotta try to type that every time he starts talking, and then M for every time Mandy starts talking, and of course a time code.
So this house has been made using
this house has been made using great space. Now
using a number of different wall systems.
Using a number of different wall systems. Space. And every time I want to hit Apple S to save, just in case. You never know what's going to happen. So after every time I'm done and switching over, I just do that real quick.
Compressed earth block.
That's a big word.
Straw bale. Earth block. Straw bale. Wattle and no wattle and daub.
Waddle and waddle and then the pause I'm going to put by a dot dot dot. No waddle and
let me start over.
Period. Let me start over. And anytime anybody makes a noise outside of him, I like to include that so that Mandy laughs. So we know that we need to go in and edit that. Or just to know if I say something like, oh, that's funny, haha, I'll just put that in there, right there. So
this house has been made using a number of...
He starts over literally. This house has been made using a number of... The wonderful thing about films is you can take multiple takes while you're still filming.
Wall systems.
Wall systems.
Straw bale. Adobe.
Okay, now one of the things that you might notice that I'm doing is I'm leaving my mouse cursor on the play button so that I can Alt-Tab over to the numbers, start typing without having to press anything. Oops. That was our time code. This house has been made using a number of wall systems, and I don't remember what he said, so I'm going to go back here. But when I Alt-Tab back and then I want to play again, I have to click on the window to get it highlighted, press play again. So
Slip straw.
if my mouse is right there, it presses play and highlights the window at the same time. Otherwise, if my mouse isn't there and I go over here and I want to go back, I can't press the space bar because it's not highlighted. And to highlight it, I have to press over here. And then if I want to press space bar again, I can do that. Or I can just put the mouse button right there. But I think it's easier, instead of clicking here and then clicking space bar, just to leave the mouse pointer right on the play button. And when I'm out of here and I come back in, I highlight it and press play at the same time.
Earth block.
There you go. And then I can stop it with the space bar. Or just stop it by pressing pause. So, all right, that's how that works. Now, back in here, I forgot where I was at, so I'm going to read this. This house has been made using a number of wall systems. I think I'm going to stop. You get the point? All right, this whole section right here was very interesting, and we have a time code for it, so we're going to include that in this. Otherwise, you're going to want to stop and make sure you grab your time code. So we're going to put this in our highlight section right here as a highlight. But to do that, we have to highlight it as red, which we also wanted to do before we copied it. So we'll do that. We'll go back and make sure we've copied our highlight as red so we can quickly see where it fits in the context of the interview as we're scanning through the interview. All right. I don't highlight the time code usually. All right. Perfect. There we go. So now we're done. Thanks a lot.